Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Azmi and my matrix number is 280988. Today I will explain on assignment individual. Okay, now we will look on the first question. First question is develop MOV for the purpose of the project with focus of two areas of impact, which is operational and financial, and then show the development process. Okay, first of all, the conceptualization of project objective of success known as MOV, start of the project phase. The MOV used to define the value that your project will bring to your client and the project goals. Okay, the following step to define project MOV. First one is to identify the area of impact, such as customer, strategic, financial, operational and social. The second one is after identify the area of impact, next step is to determine the value of the project that can bring to the organization. The third one is develop an appropriate matrix. The next is to set expectation among all stakeholders. And the next one is to set a time frame for achieving the MOV. And the last step is to summarize the MOV in clear, concise statement or table. Okay, this is a table for MOV. Impact area number 1 is operational, and the description is more efficient process and more effective process. The metric for operational is we measure by percentage, calculate the increase of convenience and effectiveness. The time frame for operational, I estimate for 3 months. Okay, the second impact area is financial. The description is increase revenue and lower cost. Metric for financial, we measure on money, calculate the total cost of rebuild the system. The time frame that I estimate is within 1 month. Okay, to summarize it, this project will be successful after the clinic is using the rebuild system that will increase 90 to 95% of convenience and solve the problem that occur when using the old system within 4 months of its development. Okay, the question number 2 is identify the potential stakeholders and create stakeholder register. Okay, first one is potential stakeholder. What is the meaning for potential stakeholder? Stakeholder also can be categorized in 2 ways, internal and external. Internal stakeholder know the innermost workings of organization, which put them in a unique position to offer insight and expertise. External stakeholders are those individuals who are not employed by the clinic but are impacted by or impact the organization. Okay, both internal and external stakeholders equally affect the direction of a clinic in their own unique ways. However, internal and external stakeholders can also affected by the clinic in different ways. Okay, this is a table for external and internal stakeholders. For external stakeholders, we have board of directors, community, consultants, customer, which is patients, government agencies, healthcare, industrial partners, NGOs, competitors, and the last one is vendors or suppliers. For internal stakeholder, we have project team, consultants, project manager, medical director, clinic employees, medical staff members. Okay, now we will look on create stockholder register. A stockholder register is a project related document that include all the information about project stakeholder. It is essential to create the stakeholder register when the sponsor wants to sign the project paper. This document will help the project manager to complete their project smoothly. Okay, this is a table to create stakeholder register. We have the first column, ID, name, contact info, spectrum of stakeholder position. We scale with 1 until 5. The first one is knowledge level, the second one is interest level, third one is influence level, and the last one is power level. Okay, the next column is key expectation, information needed, and the last one is roles in project. Okay, we look at example. ID is 101 and Dr. Amin, and this is his contact info, and his knowledge level is at level 3, interest level at level 4, and the influence level at level 5, and the power level at level 5. Okay, key expectation for Dr. Amin is reporting tools and financial module. The information needed is status update and issue logs. The roles is verify proposed project. Okay, now we will proceed on question number 3. Identify the total cost of ownership and total benefit of ownership for all alternative. Okay, the table below, we will compare the two options, time and location, and rescheduling in terms of total cost of ownership TCO and total benefit of ownership TBO. Okay, first one we will look at TCO. We have 4 columns, which is resources, description, ALT2 and ALT3. Okay, for resources, we have project manager, software engineering team consists of 3 person, software specialist, maintenance after the system has launched per year, Microsoft SQL Server, and the last one is technical team including networking consists of 3 person. Okay, for project manager, RM50 per hour of project management of a total for 135 hours, RM45 per hour for gathering requirements. So the assumption of the total is RM6,250 for alternate 2. Okay, for software engineering team, 3 person, RM25 per hour of service per pax. Okay, the total cost is 9,000. For software specialist, RM40 per hour of service. The assumption of cost is 4,000. The maintenance per year for alternate 2 does not have. So for Microsoft SQL Server, we have upgrade the latest one, which is Microsoft SQL Server 2017. To improve the performance, the cost is 2,200, and the last one is technical team, RM20 per hour, and the cost is 700. Okay, this one for ALT2. For ALT3, project manager has the same cost, which is 6,250. Software engineering team also has the same cost, which is 9,000. Software specialist, same cost, 4,000. And the maintenance per year, we assume that RM1,000. And the last one is technical team. For ALT3, RM8,000. So for ALT2 total cost is 22,150, and for ALT3 is 28,250 ringgit. Okay, our analysis show that during initial planning, ALT has the highest TCO and the ALT2 has the lowest TCO. However, the amount is only estimate or assumption. It also can change based on the events and choice they have made to the project. Okay, the last one is total benefit of ownership or TBO. We have ALT2 and ALT3. ALT2 lower cost because we only rebuild back the system using the upgrade equipment and no maintenance. For ALT3, it has the higher cost because we use expensive equipment and it will improve the performance of the system. Okay, for the last question for individual assignment is analyze the alternative using scoring model and recommend the best option. Okay, my answer is, in my opinion, the parallel operation changeover method is the best option for this MSCS project because it will necessitate the full operation of both old and new information system for a predetermined amount of time. The clinic is satisfied with how well the new system is performing, and the old system can be used as a backup option in case if anything happens or the new system is malfunction. However, the most expensive method of transition is a gradual one. Both systems require data entry to function as a safety or backup in case of there is an issue, boosting the new system dependability. User must use both systems, which adds to their workload and causes processing delays, but improve the output. I think this is my option, the best choice for the MSCS clinics. Okay, I think that's all from me on explaining the individual assignments. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.